Greetings, my wonderful seekers of truth. Let's continue exploring the root causes of all the troubles and suffering on earth, why so few people can truly call themselves happy, and what can be done to achieve that long-awaited happiness. Want to find out? The answers to all these questions are in this video. Watch it closely until the very end. If you missed the first part, be sure to check it out through the link I'll leave in the description. All right, let's dive in. As you already know, we are trapped in the prison of the mind, depicted as a skull, with all people confined within it. The guards keeping us in this prison and preventing our escape are shown at the bottom. We've already discussed why there's a mother with a rolling pin, a teacher with a spear, and a television. Now let's take a closer look at all the guards that hold us in this prison of ignorance. These are the societal influences that often lead us to stray from our own path. Trying to conform to the expectations imposed on us by society. When we fall under the influence of friends, we often just want to fit in with them, without thinking about whether it's good or bad. We strive to follow trends and be among the most popular and vibrant. Of course, all of this leaves a certain imprint on us, and instead of becoming ourselves and expressing our individuality, we end up conforming to a template, becoming all the same. We wear identical outfits, follow the same fashion trends, and post similar photos on Instagram. Sometimes, we fall under the influence of friends who are actually destructive to our lives. Alcoholics or drug users lead us down a completely wrong path. Yet we often convince ourselves that this is our freedom and protest, that we're doing what we want. But in reality, it's a true prison. The prison of ignorance. We adapt to different people, drifting away from our true selves. Another false path is escaping into video games. Many teenagers, children, and even fully grown men, and sometimes women, are following this route. In a virtual game, you can become anyone. A great warrior, an Amazon, a king or queen, a fairy, or a wizard with superpowers. You can level up your skills without ever leaving your chair, and often you end up getting angry at those who try to pull you from the virtual world into real life. Such confrontations often lead to arguments, conflicts, and sometimes even physical altercations, especially in young families where both parents are quite young. This is yet another guard that locks us in the prison of virtual reality, preventing us from discovering and realizing our true strength. Now you might say this is all obvious evil, but often our prison is guarded by those with very good intentions. Take a look at the guard in the robe, with a cross on his chest. Yes, you heard correctly. This is a priest, a representative of the Orthodox Church. Often, under the guise of righteousness, we find ourselves locked in a prison. We are burdened with a multitude of restrictions, labeling certain things as sinful and others as pleasing to God, all while cloaking these impositions in noble intentions for the sake of Christ. Unity, love, and equality can even lead to wars. If Jesus Christ himself had known about the Crusades, he would never have approved of them. How could a religion of love turn into bloodshed? And what about the Inquisition, the burning of witches? Young, beautiful, vibrant women were subjected to horrific tortures, all in the name of God. Throughout history, true evil has often hidden behind the shield of religion, orthodoxy, goodness, and holiness, trapping us in a prison of ignorance. It compels us to adhere to canons and commandments that can often do more to destroy us than to help us genuinely find freedom. Now look at the modern representatives of the Church. Do they reflect Christ, whom they so exalt? The humble, loving, poor figure who lived on bread and water, wearing rags. Modern clergy often wear Rolexes, designer clothes, and travel exclusively in luxury cars. This is how true evil is frequently masked by good intentions. Next to the priest, we see a general, no matter how valorized bravery and defending the homeland may be. Taking the life of another person, regardless of their faith, nationality, or beliefs, is always a sin. Yet the Church often supports and even blesses wars. We are often dressed in the mask of a defender of the homeland. But in reality, we are made to fight not for our homeland. What does it truly mean to fight for it? Our homeland consists of rivers, forests, mountains, and fields. They don't need us to battle for them. Behind the guise of fighting for the homeland, we are actually compelled to fight for the throne of a ruler. For their power, greed, and desire to prove their strength. This narrative is glorified in songs, films, and literature, sending us to war and effectively turning us into cannon fodder. Many go into this willingly, chasing medals, honors, or a sense of duty, but all of this is, in reality, just another form of imprisonment. We play roles and wear masks to fit the representations imposed upon us about who we should be. Lenin on the tank symbolizes those leaders who, using sweet words, condemn the people to suffering. Universal equality and brotherhood turned into even greater poverty and ruin for every individual. There are many such calls to fight for freedom, but often true intentions behind them lead to oppression. Hitler promised to revive the Aryan nation, but this resulted in horrors. Stalin sent millions to prisons, destroying the best minds of his time. Mao Zedong, Kim Jong-il, and other leaders, cloaking their ideas in inspiring speeches, effectively created new prisons, keeping people within limits and preventing their true potential from emerging. And of course, there's advertising. It bombards us everywhere, forcing us to eat certain products, wear clothes that align with trends, and buy a new phone simply because a new model has been released. Cars, apartments, and an overwhelming amount of possessions and unnecessary items. This is all our prison. We work our entire lives, sacrificing our health, to earn money to buy these images that ultimately don't bring us happiness. And this is far from being all the guards in our inner prison. The prison of the mind, which forces us to conform to societal opinions. These are the ones who hold us back, suppressing our potential, our abilities, our true power to follow our path, our destiny. The most frightening part is that all of them exist not outside, but live in our heads. So what can we do to free ourselves? How can we break out of this prison of ignorance? Look at the one who has escaped through the top of the head. This is very symbolic, as the crown of the head is home to the Sahasrara chakra, the energy center that connects us to the higher, to God, to the universe. It is through this energy center that we can escape our inner prison. But for this, we need to realize that we are indeed in a prison. Very often, even when limited by all these factors, we believe we are completely free. We think that we are the ones choosing whom to befriend, who to marry, where to work, and which principles to adhere to. But that's not the case. It's just an illusion that keeps us trapped in the prison of ignorance, suffering from the inability to meet the expectations imposed by others. This is where all our suffering comes from, as we try to please everyone, so many of them, who all live inside our heads, telling us who we should be. But once we align ourselves with the higher, with the divine, and recognize ourselves as part of this universe, part of God, we realize that we are not just someone's daughter or son, a worker, a friend, a party member, or a believer. Once we decide to shed all these masks, only then can we truly free ourselves and break through to liberation. But to escape the prison, we must find someone who is already outside of it. Someone who has made it out and is ready to help us elevate ourselves, our strength and our abilities above the chaos of this world. Above all the conventions, problems, and misconceptions, we need to look at everything from above. Because the only way to navigate through the labyrinth is by seeing it from a higher perspective. Here he stands at the summit, surrounded by light, a sage who has discovered the truth and is extending a hand of help to anyone ready to truly free themselves. Anyone willing to escape the prison of ignorance and discover their true self. Grasp that outstretched hand tightly, hold on with both hands and feet, and climb upwards. For only by rising above our problems can we truly free ourselves from them. But how do we do that? How to find those who are free, those who are ready to help. How to meet like-minded individuals who have already realized that being trapped is not their destiny, and that it's essential to discover themselves and true happiness in freedom, rising above societal madness and foolishness. The first step is to genuinely desire it. Pray and ask God to send those who are already free, happy, and willing to share that happiness with you. It seems you've already taken the first step by watching this video and making it to the end. This shows that you understand the message here, grasp the truth, and are truly ready for liberation. This video is the outstretched hand from above, the rope dropped by the Wise One, from God Himself. Grab it tightly, and then register for our sessions, after which you can join real seminars at places of power. You will meet true, like-minded individuals, people who will support you in everything that is best, most individual, and vibrant, helping you become yourself and reveal your abilities and talents. Yes, I'm not joking. Thousands of people have undergone this transformation, and you can be next. You too can become absolutely happy, radiant, and vibrant. Your dreams can come true. Here is the outstretched hand. Hold on to it. Register for our sessions, and our support team will get in touch with you. They will tell you where and when you can become part of the circle of powerful women, and your first session is completely free. As a bonus, you will receive a happiness amulet. Can you imagine? Yes, all these are gifts from fate for you. If you are ready to find true freedom and a happy destiny, then see you soon. Yes, and of course, share this video with all your friends, acquaintances, and loved ones. It's important for everyone to know this, right? Be sure to like this video so it reaches as many people as possible. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell, because we have many more interesting and enlightening videos planned for you. See you soon, seekers of truth.
In our extreme times, when the fate of the entire planet is at stake, it is crucial for the knowledge of angels and benevolent spirits to spread as quickly as possible, globally, and reach thousands of people. In this way, we can change the future of all humanity. Which is why we are addressing you, dear soul of light. Spread the knowledge about our wise books and films. Share links to videos or cartoons. All of this is available and free. Invite women to individual practices, webinars, and seminars. And the Great Spirit of Light will help you and your family. It will direct an enormous amount of energy to fulfill all your desires. Benevolent spirits and angels will assist you and your loved ones in all matters. A thread of light and love extends from your heart to the hearts of thirsty women, and the creation of good and the dissemination of enlightened knowledge throughout the world begins. Become part of the mission of light. Help people, and God will help you.